It seems like I'm having a book problem. They're piling up. I'm getting books as gifts. I'm going to the library and picking up books. I'm bringing books back from my apartment. So many of those that I haven't read. Just seems like my whole room is full of books. Every spot I can place them. But let's get into this video. So the first book I have here is The Little Book of Self-Care for Virgo. Simple ways to refresh and restore according to your stars. Or according to the stars. And this was a gift, actually, from my friend. She knows me really well. We both love astrology. And it's basically just self-care tips dedicated to just Virgos, which I think is really cool. One thing I love about astrology is, I know a lot of people can say, well, you can read up on astrology and it can kind of apply to everybody. It's very broad in the sense that anybody can read something about astrology and it could fit every person. But I feel like that's not been the case for me. There are too many instances where I've read something so specific to me, and when I'm researching astrology with my friend who's in Aries, if you were to swap stuff that we've read about our specific star signs, it wouldn't fit our personalities and kind of traits and things. So there's just too many coincidences, and I think that's what's so interesting about it. So yeah, where to go? 24 hours to change your life. It's nearing New Year's and we're all trying to think about our New Year's resolutions, and this is kind of like, oh, have you ever thought about changing something in your life, or breaking a bad habit, or wanting to start maybe working on your finances? Big life changes I don't really believe happen overnight, but if you really have the inspiration or motivation to want to change something, this kind of goes over how you can do it in 24 hours, which I think is kind of fun. I love the self-help and spirituality genre, and this is like one of the big books in that genre, so I have not read it. So I've been trying to make my way through that. Then this was also another gift. It's Dreams, How to Connect with Your Dreams to Enrich Your Life. I find the subject of dreams to be really interesting because all my life I've always had such vivid, intense dreams. My dad also had really intense, vivid dreams, and I remember at the breakfast table we'd be talking about our dreams that we had the night before, and my mom would look at us and be like, how can you guys have such long, drawn-out dreams? Sometimes mine are like movies. They can be really entertaining. They can actually make me laugh in my sleep sometimes. But I also suffered a lot from nightmares as a kid. And we used to have this book where you could look through it and maybe you dreamt about something, maybe there was fire in your dream or something. You could look it up and see what that means. This book goes into everything dream related. The science of sleep, we've got sleep hygiene, the foundations of a conscious dreaming practice, just everything you could want to know about dreaming. I really believe that dreams are a window into our subconscious thoughts. If there's anything that you're feeling, or any repressed thoughts or feelings about something in your life, stuff that's kind of in the background that we don't consciously think of, I feel like you can learn a lot about yourself sometimes through your dreams. There have been times where I've had dreams that I've woken up so emotional because something so raw and real, something that I had been maybe repressing, or something that I've been stressed about, it kind of can show you the truth about your feelings towards something that you might be maybe confused about when you're consciously going about your day. So that's what's really interesting about dreams to me. And I feel like I could go on and on and on about the fact that I also lucid dream. So maybe I'll do kind of like another video about dreaming, because I find it just such a big topic and it's so interesting. Then I have Stephen King's The Shining. I'm going to be taking a popular literature class. It's an elective class in my program, and I'm really excited about that because it's a whole class of, we get to read books, watch movies and TV shows, and one of the books on our reading list is The Shining, and I have never read anything by Stephen King. I don't actually even read any really horror type genre. I've never seen the film adaptation, so this is kind of my introduction to Stephen King. And when the lady at the bookstore was like, "You've never read any Stephen King? Oh girl, you're in for a treat." So I'm actually glad that this class is pushing me out of my reading comfort zone, and I might try something that I might otherwise not pick up. So yeah, I'm gonna try and finish that before my class starts, because I'm actually a really slow reader, and It's like, what, almost 600 pages or so, and I think we have to read it in a week, which is not gonna happen for me, so I'm gonna try to finish that before my class starts. Then I found some books at the library. So I was on the G Adventures website the other day. G Adventures is a big travel company. It's a Toronto-based company, and I saw on their website that they have this book written by the founder. It's called Looptail: How One Company Changed the World by Reinventing Business. So I think because I'm super into travel, I've been getting more into business and stuff like that. I want to learn more about the founder and his book that he wrote about G Adventures, so I think that'd be really interesting. And I also found this one at the library. It's called Into the Planet: My Life as a Cave Diver. So I'm actually a scuba diver, and I find it honestly nerve-wracking enough that you're about like 35 feet below the surface. I couldn't imagine cave diving, but I've heard it's such a beautiful experience, but I don't know, I just get so nervous when I think about diving with, you can't look up and see the surface, you're just like in a cave. Oh. So I'm gonna live vicariously through this memoir. And I see there's a quote here: "If I die, it will be in the most glorious place that nobody has ever seen." And this quote kind of makes me really sad, because one of my biggest inspirations in life was Rob Stewart, a documentary filmmaker. He made Sharkwater, Revolution, and was in the middle of filming Sharkwater Extinction when he actually died while he was diving. So diving is glorious. It takes you to another world. You get to see what the ocean is all about, but it's actually can be very dangerous. And you know, he died doing what he was passionate about and what he loved, but I don't know, when I read that quote, it just makes me think of him. I love memoirs and reading about other people's lives, so. And last but not least, this beautiful travel book, Where to Go and When. I'm actually gonna do like a travel book series because I'm really, really into travel right now. This book is gorgeous, and I think it addresses a really important question when you're trying to plan a trip, is when should I go? Because whenever I'm looking at destinations, for example, Costa Rica, I'm like, when is the best time of year to go? I was chatting with some girls in this Women Who Travel group on Facebook, and I was like, oh, like, how is September? And they were like, oh, do not go in September. It's the rainy season, you know, September to November, I think, is the rainy season. So it's a really important question you should ask, because it could make or break your vacation. So the book actually goes through each month of the year, and they give you suggestions on where you should go. And the photography is just stunning. Like, it's a beautiful book. You can be like, oh, maybe you have a month of the year that you know you'll be able to travel. For me, it's September. So you can go to September, and they give you suggestions on where the best places in the world to go are at that time of month of the year. At that month of the year. I just sneezed so loud that I swear I heard from Nina above me. Bless you. It's dark now, but I forgot to film an outro. So thanks for watching, and happy reading.